Hello and welcome to Matt's Casual Cooking. Today we will be making spicy pumpkin cake with Penuche Topping. Very fun and very easy treat to make for yourself. So we're going to go over all the ingredients and how to put it together, and let's get to it. Alright folks, we're going to go over the ingredients that you're going to need today. Now for starters, you're going to need one package of spice cake mix. Now I am using a 15 1/4 ounce package today. Now if you can only find the 13 1/4 ounce package, nothing wrong with that. Just use what you can use. I want to go lower than 13 ounces though. You're also going to need a 15 ounce can of pumpkin puree. You're going to need 1½ teaspoons of baking soda. You're going to need 2 eggs. You're going to need 1/3 cup of water. You're going to need ½ teaspoon of instant coffee, ground ginger, and ground cinnamon. Now, optionally for this, if you want to, you can put 3/4 cups of currants in this. Now, for the topping, you need 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. You need 1/4 cup of brown sugar. You need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and you need 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of rum flavoring. Now, if you want to use actual rum, you can. I'm using the extract today for this. And also for your hardware, it's kind of like last week with the cupcakes, you're going to need probably at least a stand mixer or some sort of electric mixture for this. It's just going to make everything 100 times easier for you. So we're going to go over how to put everything together here, and I will see you in a minute. Alright folks, so you want to get out a large enough bowl for the cake mixture for all the ingredients. So when we're using the mixer, it doesn't go flying up everywhere. And all you're going to do is I'm just going to pour in the water. That was the last ingredient. Just put everything in there. And then take your hand mixer, or if you're using this in the stand, you're going to beat it on low for 30 seconds. And then just turn it to medium, and you're going to beat it together just for 4 minutes. You don't necessarily need to go more than that, but what we're looking for is we're just making sure it's well combined and it's going to be kind of smooth. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you when it's done. Alright folks, so we're currently done. You can see this is pretty well combined. It's pretty smooth. So what you want to do is get out a 9x13 pan, and you're going to want to go ahead and grease it. Now if you want to use cooking spray for this, you can. I like to use butter to grease my dishes most of the time. Now you can also butter and flour this if you so choose. So just go ahead, take your cake mix. We're just going to spread it out as evenly as humanly possible. Just make sure to take it. Make sure you get all the corners. It's kind of thick, but that's okay. Oh, someone over the side. Clean that up here in a second. Okay. So as you can see, just go ahead and make sure that your cake is just kind of hitting the whole thing. And what we're going to do is turn your oven to 350 degrees, and we're going to cook it for 45 minutes. And then while it's happening, we're going to go ahead and put the whipping cream together. So I will see you in a minute. Alright folks, so I currently have the heavy whipping cream in my mixer here, and I've got my whisk attachment. Now if you're using a hand electric mixer, just make sure you have a big enough bowl to fit everything in. So what we are going to do is we're going to initially turn it to medium-high for just about a minute. And then what we want to do is after that minute is we want to go ahead and add in the sugar and the extract while we're beating it on low. And then once it's pretty well combined in that way, go ahead and turn it back up to medium high, and you're going to beat this till it's stiff. And I'll show you that as soon as it's done. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you when it's done. Alright folks, so we are done, and see, it's pretty well whipped. You don't necessarily want to go too much farther. You can see it's kind of standing up by itself, so that's really where we want to be at. So I'm going to go ahead and take the cake out of the oven. I will see you here at the end. Alright folks, so we're at the end here, and the more traditional way to serve this is while the cake is still hot. You can see I kind of set some on there, but it's kind of melting, which is fine. And just kind of set it on top, kind of like Cool Whip, and just let it kind of sit there. It's really good like this. Now, if you want to let your cake cool and add your frosting on top of it, you certainly can do that as well. It's entirely up to you. So if you did enjoy making this recipe today, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below. I'd like to know what you think, and I want to thank you again for coming back on this fun food journey with me, and I will see you next week. Take care.